So Stephanie Jenkins seems to think that having new lashes and nails makes you a bad mother. That's a joke, right? She had a subscriber only live. And just to clarify, no, I'm not a subscriber. No, I would not spend my money, give my money to her. Trust and believe that. But I did see some clips that other people had posted. And someone must have came across her in her comments and said something about, she said, yeah, people want to call her a bad mother while they're sitting there with their new lashes and nails. Now, how does somebody having lashes and nails equate to them being a bad mother? Okay, maybe if they're spending the money on that and not their child's needs. But is there somebody that she's purposely trying to throw darts at saying something so stupid? The way I look at it is, who is she to call anybody a bad mother? I mean, when she is allowing her boyfriend, to have a PS5, this fancy gaming chair, these headsets, and he's probably spending money on extras in the games, however all that crap works. While your children were crammed in a one-bedroom apartment, now crammed in a one-room, and you have one of them sleeping on the floor. Now, I think that sounds more like a bad mother than somebody with lashes and nails. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't think I'm wrong on this one. And then she also talks about, somebody must mention something about a trailer to her. And she does not have a clue. She says, well, a trailer wouldn't really have any more room than our one-bedroom apartment. How do you figure that? Most trailers, mobile homes, modular homes, whatever you'd like to call them, are at least 2 bedrooms. Yeah, I've seen some that are 1 bedroom. But for the most part, they're going to be 2, 3. Double wide trailers can have up to 4 bedrooms. There's way more room than she had. So, trailer, not enough room. But tiny home would be perfect. Hello? Is anybody home? I don't get I don't get it. At this point, all I can do is laugh. And of course, she's going on to talk about, Drew and the seizure. Oh, and according to her, he was in court. I'm not going to believe it till I see evidence of that. Because if Arlita's going to come on here and say, she's waiting all this time, and numerous other people waiting all this time, and his name never gets called, no, I don't believe it. I'm going to have to see receipts on that one. And if he did, okay, my bad. I was wrong. He did go. Maybe he did. I doubt it though. And then she gets to talking about her and Drew's relationship, and she makes sure to tell whoever said whatever in the comments that no, they're not legally married, but they've called each other hubby and wifey since the very beginning. And Drew, he's asked her to marry him, but hasn't had the opportunity to do a real good proposal. Now, why would Drew even propose to this woman, knowing that she's still legally married to another man who's sitting in prison or whatever that whole disgusting situation is? And I'm not saying it's disgusting because he's in prison. I'm saying it's disgusting, his history, the PDF and all this and that. That's what's disgusting. And why does she not divorce this man? I don't understand that for the life of me either. But hey, whatever. You happy being married to that type of a person? Hey, do you, boo-boo. But not me. No. And she addresses, someone must have asked her about the toddler, Bubba, if he speaks. And she said, a little bit. And she goes on to say that all kids, they develop at different rates. And just let kids be kids. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm far from being an expert on child development. But there's certain milestones that kids should hit by certain ages. And I'm pretty certain, it's been a long time. I'm old. Yeah, I'm old, so it's been a long time since my kids, my kids are 27 and 21, going to be 22. So, but by the time they were two, they were stringing, I'm sure at least 2 to 3 word sentences together, if not more. And she wants to talk about the spectrum police because there's always speculation that that he is on the spectrum. And like I said, I'm not an expert by far. I'm not an expert. I do think that he should be speaking by this point. I think the binky should be out of his mouth and he should be vocalizing, speaking. But she refuses to even give it a thought that there could be a problem with that child. Well, because they have superior genes. Her and Drew's children have superior genes. So there can't possibly be anything wrong. Whatever. And then she did say also, someone must have asked her about the housing situation, and she says that the eviction is what keeps getting them denied from the housing, and that's what's standing in their way at this point. I'm sure that does play a big part into it, but of course she's not going to admit that neither one of them having a job and a guaranteed income is preventing them from having a place. What landlord's going to rent to you not having a guaranteed income? Sure, she can say she's making this money on social media, but she doesn't know. It might be $1,000 this month, and next month she's going to see $200. I'm just throwing some numbers out there. It's not guaranteed. And Drew is making zero. But of course, she's not going to admit to that either. And then the last thing, she had put out a regular video. They made some fried chicken. Ooh, did anybody see that shit? Ugh, that shit looked nasty. It looked like she didn't even put no flour or nothing on these chicken wings. Just threw them in the deep fry. Ooh, they look gross. But anyways, and it was so nice out. They took the kids outside, and y'all are not gonna believe this. The toddler had shoes on. She actually put shoes on the toddler. I almost fell on the ground when I seen it. I thought, what? That boy does have some shoes? So you just been too lazy to put shoes on him all this time. But hey, whatever. But yeah, that's just me and my little ramblings, and just thought, I don't have a life, so apparently I don't have a life, and this is my excitement and entertainment, keeping up with these morons. So let me know what y'all think. If y'all seen the live or whatever, let me know. Give me your opinions. I'll talk to you later.